good morning. Bet you're fed up with the sight of me, aren't you now? Happy Friday anyway. Well, I've actually finished the blue shawl off now. It may not show up on camera, but it's actually graduated shades of blue. It's not been blocked. I think I mentioned yesterday that my son and daughter-in-law are away and they're the only ones that can actually put up the rotary dryer for me. Well, today I've got more things to show you, more things that will be going on my Etsy shop. Today it's the baby things, yeah. They are more traditional designs. This one is got a little shorty dress. I mean, they used to be described as angel tops, but now angel tops means something completely different. It means, you know, the tops that you do for a premature baby that doesn't survive. But they used to be called angel tops. Anyway, so I don't know what to call them anymore. Smock tops or what? Anyway, it's got a little jacket and it's also got little booties to match, yeah. And it's got my little trademark rosebud sewn on everything, which I used to sew on everything. This is just a little vest, waistcoat, whatever, for a small baby. I have no idea what ages these are anymore because at my time of life I'm out of the baby zone. This one is a little poncho done in pink and white. I hope you can see the colours. I've had to draw the blinds across because I was actually, when I started videoing, it was videoing in black and white because it was so bright. What a difference a day makes. One day it's throwing it down with rain and it's so awful I can't venture out the door, and the next day beautiful sunshine. We never know where we are in this country. This is another little tiny first size. It's got a little hat that matches. Little rosebuds on again. Most of my things tend to be very girly, I don't know why. Maybe it's because my style of crocheting is more for little girls than it is for little boys, yeah. Oh, this one is a unisex one. Unisex. A little cardigan with buttons. It's done in a fleck yarn and trimmed with, I picked out the shades of the flecks to do the actual border on it. Another little teeny weeny one. This one's lemon, but again it's more little girls because it's got the rosebuds and it's got the little hat with the rosebuds on. I suppose some of these would probably, well, they may fit the reborn dollies, but I get told that the necklines have to be very tight because a lot of the reborn dolls have got like soft bodies and they don't want them to be shown, you know, the bodywork, yeah. This one is one of my own designs. Don't ask me what the other patterns are. I don't know. I made them so long ago. Yeah. This one's one of my own designs. Little jacket. Again, little girly-fied, isn't it? And again, I've got another message that's probably not telling me anything at all. This one is a little set. It's actually got capri pants, they're not long pants, and it's got once again it's got a little hat to match and it's also got little booties. It's a little, well, 4-piece set, isn't it, this one? It's got the little pearl buttons on it to fasten it, but the pants aren't long, they're deliberately capri pants. Oh dear. This one is another of my designs. It has a little hat to it somewhere, I think. Oh, yeah. So it does. A little hat. It's in a darker colour. And it's got a little pull-on hat to match. This one again is another of my designs. I seem to have a thing about putting flowers on things, don't I? Yeah, sort of a little top to go over maybe a baby grow or something like that. Again, this is another little girly one because it's got pink and lilac. There's no hat to go with that, just a little pink and lilac matinee. Well, white, pink and lilac matinee. Oh, this one could be a little boy. It's blue. Blue and white. So, that one. This one's a bigger one. It's in cotton. It's for a bigger child. But again, we're on pinks, aren't we? So little girls again. It's got a hat with a flower. A little sweater. It's got the side buttons, you know, to get it over the head. You know what kids are like if you pull anything over the head. Now this one's definitely very, very sort of flouncy. It's got the frills all the way around it. It's got little rosebuds on, but they're white. And it's also got little rosebuds on the sleeves. Once again, it's very girly because the bonnet is very, very frilly, if you can see it. Very, very frilly. Yeah. Be nice for a christening, wouldn't it, that? All little flounces and, yeah. Right. This one is blue, but I would still say it's more for a little girl. It's got a little collar on it, and once again, but it's got little bows on this time. So I suppose you could put that on a little boy. It's got tiny little shoes, and the hat is got the little bows on the front. It's got tassels on the top of the hat. Yeah. So that's a little set. Once again. Oh dear, we're getting near the end of this little box. Again, another little girly one. This one's got a traditional bonnet. What I call a traditional style bonnet with a little pink rosebuds on. And the jacket has got the pink rosebuds on and it's quite lacy at the bottom. Well, we've got another little wristband, remember from another box I did yesterday. Well, these are little headbands for babies. They actually went with little dresses, which I gave to a friend of mine to sort out, but she never did, so I don't know where they are now. So those are headbands that went with little dresses. As I say, I know not where the little dresses are now. The little baby headbands. And I've got one, just a baby hat on its own. Little baby helmet. Newborn or prem. It's only tiny size. So that's the end of that little box, but I do have another box. It wouldn't be me, would it? Now these are cute if you've got a very premature baby or a dolly or whatever. They've actually got tiny little pants that match, and they're like a little over top, but they are for a premature baby or for a dolly. You know, if you know somebody's got a baby dolly, they would do for a Christmas present for somebody. I did have another one of those, but I'm not sure where it is. Ah, here it is. This one's done in white and pink. This one's slightly bigger, but it's still a premature or a reborn. And again, it's got the little knickers, panties, or whatever you want to call them. Bloomers. Perhaps not bloomers, because bloomers usually have legs in, don't they? Yeah. So what else have I got in here? Oh, this is another set. It comes as a little dress, which has got a cardigan that goes with it. This is like a 20-inch chest. I don't know what size that is for a baby. And it's also got a little hat that goes with it. So that's like a 3-piece outfit. Put that there. This one is another of my own designs. It's done in cotton, this one. It's got the little bears, I think they are, bear pockets. I used to make a lot of these. And that's got a little hat that matches with a little bear on it. I will be putting all these on Etsy. Oh, it's actually got little bear buttons on as well, if you can see them. Little wooden bear buttons. I used to love making babies' outfits, but they were never really a good seller for me. Oh, this is another one of my own designs. It's a little red outfit. It'd be beautiful for Christmas, this, wouldn't it? Once again, it's got the flowers on it, and it's got a hat that matches that's got the flowers on it. I made a lot of these actually in different colours. They all sold apart from the red one. I did them in blue and pink and lemon and beige and cream, and they all sold apart from this red one, which I thought the red one was actually nicer. I did another one in navy blue as well with the red flowers, and that sold. This one is a heavy jacket actually. It's an Aran. It was done in, I think it was Jaeger cotton twist, I think it was. It's sort of like a pale aubergine colour, and that's got a little plain beading that goes with it. But that's done in a sort of an Aran type of design with bobbles. This one has a 3/4 sleeve or a shorter sleeve. It's done in a darker colour because I got told, you know, make things in darker colours, so I did, yeah. Oh, that's the little hat that went with, do you remember me showing you a little top? Oh gosh, where's it gone? It's here, I think. Yeah, remember me showing you that? Well, it did have a hat to go with it, which had come adrift and in a different box, so there it is. This one is another one that's got little panties to it. It's in a cotton. It's little cream. It fastens with buttons on the top. And it's got little panties that go with it. Little cream panties. Yeah. This one's a 20-inch chest. I did sell the other one. I did one the other way around. I did one in the maroon with the cream trim, and that one sold. This one is a hand wash only because it's done in a wool astrakhan. I don't know whether you can see it or not. This one's knitted actually. Must have been in one of my knitting phases. It's a nice stitch. I've done this stitch on a sweater for myself. In fact, I might do another one actually as a sweater for myself, because you kind of knit the rows and then you slip the stitches up and it makes a sort of a honeycomb design. Right, we're getting really at the end now. Oh, this one's a little vest, waistcoat, whatever you want to call it. It's very difficult to display actually. It's like for a little child. But it's a long one if it's for a little child, which it is. It's got a little belt round it and it has a fold back neckline. It's about a 26-inch chest and it's in a machine wash acrylic. Lovely colours, aren't they? Once again, it was ice yarn, you know, the beautiful ice yarn in the rainbow colours. Right, we're down to the end now. We've actually got a couple of tea cozies, would you believe? I think there's actually more somewhere. But that's a tea cosy with all the flowers on the top. So if you know anybody who actually has a teapot. Yeah. I remember somebody saying to me at one show, oh gosh, that would make a lovely hat. And I'm like, oh, would it? It's actually a tea cosy. And it was the same with this. Somebody asked me, was this a hat? But it was actually a tea cosy with the twirls on the top. I just made a couple for novelty value, just in case anybody had a teapot. One never knows in this day and age, just one, whether anybody has teapots anymore. Anyway, that's all I have got to show you today. I've still got more. Don't go away. I've still got 4 complete boxes and 2 bags that I haven't shown you, so I hope you don't get bored with all of this. I did actually manage to put 9 things on my Etsy shop yesterday, and once I've got to go today to get a prescription. Very boring, but I have. Now that Amazon has actually told me what time they're calling with my order. So I need to go and get the prescription first. Need to take my squeakmobile out. My friend came yesterday and she goes, oh, isn't it tall? I didn't think it was going to be that tall. And I went, yeah, it is. It's pretty tall. So anyway, today will be putting more things on my Etsy. So I will put the link underneath in the description box underneath if you're interested. Even if you're not interested, please take a look, because it raises up my profile. You know, the more views that people look at things. And I have, you know, really reduced a lot of my stuff, because I think I said I no longer want to be in the business anymore. I don't want any more orders. I just want to crochet little bits and pieces. But I do need to sell what I've got, purely because I need the room. I need the room in my crafting shed. One of my friends has been in the crafting shed before, and the other one hadn't. And she's not a crocheter, so she's like, oh my goodness me, you've got more stuff in here than a wool shop. What are you going to do with it all? And of course they were, I won't say they were very sort of, you know, what's it, but they're like, well, if you don't sell all this, what's going to happen to it when you've died, you know, and it's all going to get thrown away. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't really planning on dying just yet. I have quite a few friends that say that to me. Do I look as though I'm in imminent danger of popping my clogs at any moment in time? I want to be here when I'm 100. If I get here to be 100, I'll probably get a telegram. It won't be off Charles, will it? It'll probably be off William if I get to 100. Because, you know, Prince Charles might not be here. Prince Charles, King Charles might not even be here. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I've got to go up now to the chemist to pick my prescription up, which should be a journey in itself, because they never have anything ready for you and you have to sit and wait, and we won't go there. I have still got the headache from hell. I'm going to have to go and sort something out. But there's no chiropractors around here. Where I lived before, I was so spoiled. Anything I wanted in that shape or form, I could just go within striking distance. I had the choice of like 3 osteopaths, chiropractors, physiotherapists. Here you Google them and there's like none for miles, yeah? And I'm like, there's sort of an elderly population around here. Why aren't there places like this? It's like every time I Google something that I want, it's like they're never around here. They're always miles away, miles away. And it's like they're assuming that you've got a car, I presume, yeah? So anyway, I'm still looking for an osteopath or a chiropractor or even a physiotherapist, anybody. that's local, where I can get to on my scooter. Hey ho. I was so spoiled where I lived before. Anything I wanted, you know, in that kind of, I could just go. You know, Prestwich had everything I actually needed in my life, and here there's nothing. You know, I don't know. It's like back and beyond. I might as well live in a desert. Yeah. And as, you know, clothes shops, things like that. Good shoe shops. Nothing. I would have to go to Blackpool, which I don't like. Don't get me started on Blackpool. People are always saying, oh, you live near Blackpool, I bet you're there all the time. No, don't like it. It might be okay in the winter, actually, when most of the holiday makers have disappeared, and you're not battling your way through people wearing, well, not quite wearing Kiss Me Quick hats, but you know what I mean. And the overwhelming smell of donuts. Ugh. So, I suppose it's typical of any town, isn't it, that's, you know, got fun fairs and arcades with slot machines and stuff like that. You know, fast food, horrible fast food restaurants, you know, that cater to the masses, you know, chip shops everywhere, people meandering. The thing when people are on the holiday is they do it around here as well. They walk in a line of like 4 people, very slowly, taking in the scenery, walking like that. And if you're trying to go from A to B, you're like, you can't get past them, you know? And I spend half my life saying, excuse me, and they're like, oh, sorry. I think they're either deaf or they've got those ear buds in or whatever. So I spend half my life. And it's the same when I go to like Cleveland or something. Holiday makers, I'm not knocking them. They're on their holidays, whatever. But why do they walk in a line of about 4 people or 6 people with a pram? And you can't get past them, you know. I don't know why they have to talk in a long line, but they do. You know, why can't they walk 2B2B2, you know, something like that, so people could actually get past? Because on some sections on the seafront, when you go into Cleveland particularly, it goes narrow, it goes down to about 2 people wide. But even on the sections where it's wide, you know, they spread out. Oh, it sounds like I'm having a white whinge, doesn't it? But it takes you far longer to get from A to B than it would do, you know, if it wasn't a seaside town, you know. So anyway, today is glorious, it's beautiful. Although it was trying to rain earlier on. I was looking for a rainbow, but I didn't find one. So I'm going to nip out, because even though I've got my surrey with the fringe on top, you know, I still don't like going out in the wet. And I certainly didn't go out when it was 40-mile-an-hour gales predicted. I don't think we quite got those, but it blew a lot of bins over. You know, the trash bins, whatever you call them, rubbish bins we call them. There was a lot of those banging about up and down the street because they'd been emptied. So, of course, they didn't have any weight in them. But there was no way I was going out to bring mine in, you know? Well, I was in. It was sort of sat in the middle of the pavement, and I kept thinking, I'll go. And there's a gap, you know, in the rain. But it finished up, it didn't get brought in until yesterday, I'm afraid. Even now it's not in its correct place because they were doing the fence, I think I told you, next door. They have managed to finish it, you know, even though the weather was whatever. But now we've got half of the fencing that's painted, the half that was okay that didn't get replaced. And then the other half is now like a wood colour. So I don't know whether my daughter-in-law will paint it all to match, but obviously she won't be able to paint it until the weather's warmer and the wood can dry out, yeah? So it's not a fence painting season really, is it? So, as I say, my garment rack has arrived. But today I'm going to concentrate on putting more things on Etsy. Big plug, Etsy shop. UrbanGypsyCrochet. Well, you have to plug yourself. You never get anywhere if you don't blow your own trumpet. Sorry, Mum. So, yeah. If you want to know what I'm wearing, the cardigan pattern I knitted when I was about 15 at school. So it's a very, very vintage pattern. And the wool was called Wendy Moiselle. And sadly it is unavailable now. Yeah. So it is lovely and warm. Because I'm going to go out before I light the fire, because I don't like leaving a fire burning when there's nobody in the house. I know it's safe, I know it's a log burner and it's safe, but I'm super cautious about like open fires and things like that when I'm not in. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll probably be back to bore you again tomorrow, showing you even more. Well, I've not got to the sweaters and the cardigans yet, really, have I? I did show you some, but not a lot. Not a lot. Yeah, I don't know what I did show you now. I'll have to have a look. I showed you one box. I think I've got 3 boxes and 2 bags I've got to show you yet, so I'm sorry if you're bored. If you're bored, you don't have to watch me, you just pass me by until I get to normal vlogging or whatever you want to call it. I don't call it vlogging, I just call it making a video. I will get back to my normal whatever, but also I will get back to the normal, I probably won't be in here anymore. I'm only in here because there's no family and there's no dogs to interrupt me. I know it's weird of me, but I just like being on my own when I do my videos. I mean, not that they're bothered, they wouldn't be listening or whatever, but I get a bit, it's like I'm doing a performance, you know, although I'm doing a performance here to loads of people, aren't I? But I don't know why, I just feel a bit sort of weird when I'm doing it when the family are in the house. I prefer to do it when they're out. Yeah, which probably means I'll be back in the lounge again. Not in it's not my chair, is it? Not in the family chair. You know what I mean. I've claimed it it's a great place to do my vlogs, blogs, whatever you want to call them, videos. Anyway, I think I've bored you long enough now, so I'm going to put these away and go and get my prescription, and then put some more things on Etsy, not Amazon, Etsy. And hopefully get rid of this headache. Well, it's a neck ache actually, but it's giving me a headache. So I really do need a chiropractor. I'm going to have to Google again to see if I can find one within 100 miles of here. Does it mean I have to go back to Presswich just to find things I want? There are days when I think, why did I move here? This is kind of one of them. Why did I move here? When it's sunny and gorgeous, I think, yeah, that's why I moved here. But then when it blows a gale, I think, no, this is not why I moved here. There we are, telling me to shut up, so off I go. I'll see you tomorrow and bore you with some more things that I have made. Bye for now.